Hi, how are you? Good.
Have you had any explanation about the penalty, because it was a bit of a mystery?
Well, we're frustrated to say the least. I feared this would happen, to be perfectly honest, at the beginning of the season, that we would be maybe penalised more readily than other teams. I base that on the fact that it's happened to me in the past with previous teams I've been involved with. Whenever there's a purge or new directive, call it what you want, almost inevitably teams like ourselves seem to get the end of the wedge, to be perfectly honest, and we're the ones that get punished. There was talk that, I haven't seen the incident, but there was a similar incident in the Tottenham game to the Man City, awarding of a penalty earlier in the day, but that wasn't given because maybe two high-profile teams on the TV, maybe they don't get those penalty awards against them. So it's a frustration at the moment because I didn't think there was too much between both sides. Obviously the penalty has won the game for Everton. We had chances, they had chances. At the end of the day, it's a key moment in the game, a big decision, and a decision that needs to be correct. And on this one, I'm more frustrated with this one than the Man City one, to be perfectly honest, because in fairness, you can see why that's given. Because of obviously the new directive 12 months ago, it wouldn't have been. But the one today, I just thought there was a lot of movement in the box. Actually, Williams has gone down, whether or not he's clipped his own heels or he's stepped across Phil Barsley, but there was no pushing, there was no pulling. He's just gone down. It's a physical game, there's contact in the box, but it wasn't as if he was dragged down. So I thought it was a very harsh award of a penalty, unfortunately, for us.
Bearing that in mind and what you said, what can you say to your players tonight?
Well, we seriously, we are seriously thinking of maybe changing our approach to set plays. I think a number of managers have said that. I think we're at a point where we have to seriously consider maybe zonal marking. It's not something I've ever done in my career, but it may help us, or we may have to take certain individuals away from actually man marking, which is difficult for us because obviously some of our key defenders are the ones that seem to be under pressure for whatever reason, wrongly in our view. But it is what it is at the moment. Hopefully it'll settle down and everybody can revert to a little bit of sanity. At the moment it's just it's a bit frustrating for us.
Mark
Yeah,
came out and seen all the clubs before the start of the season like this. Would you want to see him again, given you've had these two incidents? Do you think you need to have a word with him?
I think we probably would do. Will it make any difference? Not too sure. I think that there has to be that consistency. I think that's the key word here. That okay, if that's how games are going to be refereed in terms of balls into the box and corners, free kicks or whatever, then that's fine. We accept that, but it needs to be right across the board. I'm sure there'll be many incidents similar to the one today and from last week that occur or have occurred this weekend, and they won't be penalised. So it's a bit hard to take, really.
Have you spoken to Phil Barsley at all about the incidents? Or
He's very disappointed with it because he felt he hadn't really made any kind. It wasn't instigated by him anyway.
Mark, do you think Stoke are suffering because of a sort of perceived perception of how you defend? Do you think it's a sort of reputational thing that's hurting you more than others?
Possibly. I looked in the press this morning. You guys obviously had highlighted, I think, Ryan. There's pictures of Ryan supposedly holding in a box. I think 3 or 4 pictures in the papers this morning. So it's he's not the only one that does it. It just seems that whenever it gets mentioned, there's a picture of Ryan Shawcross involved somewhere. So it is what it is at the moment, isn't it? Okay,
Thank
do you?
Thank you.